what do you think of these snazzy chairs? How cool are they?
One should have been a bit higher than the other.
Now, Chris, I know that you've been working with Dickies and you've got loads of new merchandise. Your old but gold slogan, just tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, we've got to work out one for Danny next, but young but fun's been better. It'll go down well, spending on the spelling of the book. But I mean, I was labelled old but gold last year, something that I guess you deny about how old you are the whole time you're racing until at some point you have to embrace it. And to get into the showdown last year as the oldest on the grid was pretty special. To get a chance to be involved with the team that's as special as this is going to be, and already is, as everybody can see today. For me, it's phenomenal, really, to at this later stage in my career, to work with Danny again. He is one of the best rising stars we've got. Still racing on UK soil. We've got a lot of talent coming out of the UK at the moment, but not many of them have stayed and raced in the British Championship. That's what the route Dan has decided. You know, Tommy wanted a young up-and-coming rider, and there is nobody better. He proved he can ride a Kawasaki. He won the Super Stock Championship last year in fine form. And no, it's exciting times ahead. It really is. You know, I've got an association with Dickies already, and I've known Alan for a few years because of that, and all things have rolled in, and here we are today. And seeing the bike actually, it finally feels so real. It's extra special seeing that bike out there. It's amazing.
You must be itching to get out on it. Monday, you're going out to Spain for testing.
Yeah, as I've raced more and more, I've found that if I started thinking about racing too early, I'd peak too soon. Round one, have a great round, and then it sort of peaks out. So I try not to think about racing too much up until Christmas. And you know, it's amazing how suddenly you see the guys sneaking out to Spain for a bit of testing. World Superbikes start testing. I think a few of us, and definitely me, set the alarm and watched World Superbikes at the weekend, and that really kind of, for me, starts the season off. BSB, as the bid said earlier, is the biggest domestic championship in the world, and it's amazing really the timing of it. Easter weekend, back holiday weekend, for the kids being off and everything. Round one is going to be extra special, and we've got, I think, 7 or 8 days on the bike prior to that testing already planned. There might be a few sneaky ones as well, depending where we're at, and we should be in good shape by round one, and yeah, excited, very excited.
And Chris, in terms of preparing, I know you're pretty strict with yourself. I tried to offer him just a tiny little sweet when we were at the London Bike Show, and you weren't having any of it. You were on a strict diet. But how do you prepare mentally as well for the season ahead?
Yeah, I mean, diet-wise, I don't stop training anymore. I used to kind of have a bit of time off at the end of the season up until Christmas, but nowadays I just keep on training, just not do it quite as intensely over the period between the end of the season and Christmas. But the diet really kicks in January, February. Get back to your racing weight, get the whole body fat down where it needs to be. I've got a very understanding wife who helps me along the way. It's not much fun doing it yourself, watching your daughter and your wife eat your pizza while you're having a carb-free dinner 5 days a week. But the truth is they help a lot, and that just kind of gets me in the right mindset. It's really just about being prepared mentally, really. A lot of what you achieve on the track is down to what you sat on the team around you, but a lot of it's north of the eyebrows. It's what you're thinking in your head, and we're in the right place. I can't wait.
And your mechanic, I believe, this year, he's actually something you've worked with in the past, isn't he?
Yeah, I've got a good team around. Well, we've both got a good team around us, actually. A lot of experience within the team. My mechanic, my right-hand man for the last 5 years has stepped up. Chris Hunt, Chunty is affectionately known as within the team. He's becoming my crew chief, and the guy that's come back onto the spanners, and I've been raced against him and he was spanner a couple of years ago, is Lee Dickinson, who was 250 British champion, so he's got a lot of experience as well. To be honest, I don't think I've ever been in a team with so much experience around it, even though the team's brand new, so he should, fingers crossed, leapfrog us to the front.
And just going back to fitness as well, you've got your motocross track, and you're out on a motocross track quite a lot. Now, I did a lap on a motocross bike the other week, and I was absolutely knackered. And it is a really good way to keep fit, isn't it? Yeah,
I don't ride a bike a great deal out of the season until the new year turns, and then every chance I get on a dirt bike, it toughens you up, gets your eye back in. They don't feel quite as fast as a 210 brake horsepower Bewiser Superbike's going to feel next week, especially having driven a Volkswagen van for the winter. But no, it just gives you just does me good to be back on a motorbike. Motocross is where I'm from. I've got a kind of rough and rugged style, and it comes from the dirt bike side of things. Danny was a special lad on a motocross bike back in his day as well, and I think it just helps definitely.
Well, Danny Buchan, talking about motocross bikes, a little birdie told me that you've been out in Spain with your motocross bike and your dad came and took it off you. Is that true?
Yeah, well, basically, it's kind of similar to that story, yeah, but I took it upon me to take this motocross bike out to Spain. And so I get out there, do a couple of days motocross, thinking this is easy, like maintaining this bike's easy, put a bit of chain lube on. And it turns out I've got dust all in the airbox inside the engine now, and it's got to be fully rebuilt, so my dad had to take it back, yeah.
But you haven't got a great track record on motocross bikes, really. I know you did have a good career racing them, but although it is a great way to keep fit, it's also a bit of a dangerous way to keep fit, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly, yeah. I think when we first sat down and spoke to Tommy and Alan, they said, I think it was in the first meeting, no motocross bikes in January, but like Chris said, it's a great way to keep fit, and coming from the background, it sort of is, it is obviously it's just natural, you enjoy it the same as when you started, but no matter how much fitness training you can do in the gym, you can still get on a motocross bike and be absolutely hanging at the end of a 20-minute or 30-minute session, so it is a great way, but obviously along with that comes the risk, and I have a few years ago broke my back riding motocross during a Superstock season, which obviously didn't end up great, but it's best now that just stays parked up or maybe gets sold.
So I believe that you've been out in Spain, but you've actually done a little bit of testing as well on a bike that your dad helped build. 80% performance of what you're going to be riding this year, is that right?
Yeah, my dad sort of said he's not going to really do anything else to do with motorbikes, like, that's it now, you've done what you've done, like, carry on. And then 2 or 3 weeks later I go in the garage and there's a chassis on the bench. I said, what's this then? He's like, I've just got a few bits off eBay, I just built a bike. So and now I've got a British Superbike sat in my garage, but it's it's just to get used to riding without traction control and just on the slick tyres, and it's we've done 3 days in Cartagena in a few weeks back, and it was great fun to be back out riding in the sun, just sort of little test of fitness and stuff, and it's just great to be back out riding.
Does winning the National Superstock 1000cc Championship seem like a distant memory now? It comes around quick, doesn't it, the season? Yeah,
you can just sort of not so much brag about it, but be proud about it until like January the 1st, and then that's it. It's like, right, get back in the real world now. You've got another championship coming up, but obviously it's a great thing to put on the CV, and we did it well. We sort of wanted to get in it and put myself back on the shelf for a British Superbike ride. And that's what we've done, and now we're here ready to go for a new season with the Bewiser Superbike team. And like Tommy said, the package is going to be as competitive and gives us both obviously the best opportunity we can for the season. So.
Well, thank you so much, guys. And on behalf of everybody here, we're wishing you a very successful 2015. Danny, I'm wishing you every success 2015. You want to know what that means? Ask him, John Hogan, blame him for that.